want you close, maybe hold your hand a little while, somehow.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Momtober. Today's video is going to be a fall version of what we eat in a day or what we ate in a day. Dinner is currently cooking. I realized I haven't filmed an intro yet, so here we are. Sydney is getting over a cold and I am probably coming down with one. I'm trying not to. So we are cooking, having some comfort food, lots of healthy food, except for tonight I have an amazing pumpkin-y dessert. I can't speak English. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy videos like these, and if you do, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel and don't miss out on every single one of our videos that we are posting all month long. Lots of recipes, motherhood, lifestyle videos, so I'd love to have you a part of my channel. Without further ado, if you want to see what this little pig eats, I'm so ridiculous. If you want to see what we eat in a day, both toddler and mommy, then we'll just jump right into it.
So nothing has changed for so long with our morning food and routine. First of all, I give Sydney her cup of whole milk, and then I brew myself a coffee. And my go-to is Green Mountain Dark Magic. And then I use sugar-free hazelnut coffee mate creamer. Today I gave Sydney a banana before I cooked breakfast just to tide her over. She usually wakes up saying she's hungry as soon as I go get her in the mornings. This morning I decided to make some scrambled eggs, so I just added a little bit of half and half to make them a little bit extra creamy, and I wanted to make myself a bagel, like an egg and cheese bagel sandwich, so I just put an everything bagel in the toaster and made Sydney a little portion of scrambled eggs with cheese, and then I just put mine on an everything bagel.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you want to glimpse the future, you need space. And you said you'll put down your morning gun.
I always try to add some sort of vegetable to our eggs, whether it be peppers, spinach, or tomatoes on the side, because you guys know tomatoes are Sydney's favorite.
And then cheese. Cheese and eggs. Cheese and scrambled eggs.
Yum, cheese and scrambled eggs. Okay, she did really good. We're still working on the banana. We'll kind of let that just sit. Eat all of our eggs and tomatoes. Good job.
It's Olaf.
It's Olaf?
It's Olaf. It's Olaf.
Cool.
I'm so bad. I just was taking my vitamins and I'm like, oh, I should show them. So I took my women's multivitamin and vitamin D when Sydney took her multivitamin. And then I just made a second coffee. And I am taking my Goli apple cider vinegar gummies. I talked about these a couple of videos ago. I'm feeling, so I think I'm gonna take some Airborne too in a little bit, like with some, maybe with some lunch. So it's that time just before lunch. We are gonna go outside and play, and Sydney is asking for a snack. It is 11:30. I'm trying to find the thing in my fridge. Oh, it's not Mickey Mouse, but it's this one. I was gonna offer her an apple with peanut butter, but I remembered I have this that needs to be eaten. So it's kind of a big snack, but whatever. That will hold her over until lunch. We'll probably do lunch in a couple of hours. So I usually try to buy one of these a week in case we're on the go or something, go to a friend's house or do whatever. This one has some cheddar cheese bites, some like little pretzel stick things, and an apple. And we are gonna go outside. Mama is still working on her coffee, and I'm still full from my bagel sandwich. So, wanna go outside? We'll get some water too.
No, I want that. I want that. I want that for my.
Oh, you want to get by yourself? Well, we're
Would you follow me to wonders? Take my hand and walk beside me in a world of thunder. Fear is an imposter.
For lunch today, Sydney had some turkey with mustard, some red peppers with garlic hummus, and a little bit of avocado for an extra boost of zinc.
So that's Sydney's lunch for today. Obviously, she just kind of had a bigger snack, so I'm not sure how much she'll eat. That's why I decided to do kind of more of like a sampler platter instead of something that will go back, because she'll be able to snack on this for a little bit. And if you guys have been watching the last couple of videos, you know that she has a cold. Today is like day 3 of it though. So the past couple of days, her appetite has been like nothing, and she's barely been eating much. And I think she's got her appetite mostly back because she's eaten a lot this morning compared to the last few days. So I will give her all the foods. Turkey and mustard.
And for my lunch, I decided to make myself a vegetarian wrap. So I have this rosemary and olive oil wrap, and I just put the garlic hummus and some mayonnaise on it, a little bit of American cheese, and I also did red peppers, a little bit of avocado, baby spinach, pickles, and tomato.
These chips are so good. I like the garden salsa and the, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Sydney's asking for them. I like the garden salsa and the cheddar. Those are my favorite. Subway sandwich artists would be appalled at me ripping the bread, but that's okay. Yum. The rosemary and olive in this wrap is so good. It's not even funny. That is gonna be my lunch, and I'm sure Sydney will have some because she always has envy. I didn't make her a sandwich because I didn't know how hungry she would be. Oh, and of course I'm adding a LaCroix, which is just sparkling water. This is berry flavor. Hey, what are you eating?
The chips.
You already stole one of Mama's chips? She's like, yeah, free range, Mom. She's actually eating so well today, and that makes me so happy. I don't like to see her not have an appetite. You ate really good. The only reason why she stopped was because she heard me say chips to you guys. So she'll probably take a few more bites and eat them. Can you eat that avocado first, please? And then I'll give you another one.
Oh, another more shop.
Yeah.
My white chips.
Those are not your chips. Those are Mama's chips. Would you like me to put some on your plate?
No, I will ask you pay, Mommy.
All right.
You have tip.
You're so sweet. Thank you for sharing.
I have tip in you, Mommy.
You do. I'm really excited for this wrap.
Chips. Mommy. Yeah, I'm gonna have chip. Ooh, your wrap looks good.
My wrap looks good? I'm sorry I didn't make you one, sweetie.
Yeah.
I've been trying so hard to make sure that, you know, we get like healthy, good foods throughout the day since I am home a lot. And not as much convenience meals. I mean, I still like convenience meals, but yeah, it just, food makes me happy. So that's why I try to, you know, pour love into my food, like just eating different foods and healthy foods. It just makes me happy, so. Come on. Ew.
I decided to try a recipe that I found on Pinterest for pumpkin pull-apart bread. So the first thing that you do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees and then grease a loaf pan. Sydney decided to help me make this. This recipe turned out so easy. So you do a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie seasoning, and mix both of those together in a bowl. And then you use a can of Grand's honey butter biscuits, and you separate those into the 8 biscuits that it comes with, and then split those in half, so you end up with 16 biscuit pieces. Then you brush one side of each biscuit with a little bit of melted butter, and then place no more than 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie mix, not puree, but the actual pumpkin pie mix, right on one side of the biscuit. And then sprinkle each biscuit with the sugar mixture that we had just made. And honestly, you guys, do it very liberally. I was too skimpy and I had a lot left over, so use all the sugar. And then you go ahead and make stacks of 4 biscuits, and then you'll pop it into your greased loaf pan, just making sure that on each end of the loaf pan is the plain biscuit without the pumpkin filling. And then I baked mine for about 40 minutes in the 350 degree oven, and it came out perfectly, and I made some icing for it a little bit later.
Okay, Mama is baking things, and then I will be cooking dinner shortly, but it'll be a little bit, so Sydney's gonna have a snack. I'm still completely fine with, like I'm not that hungry. I think I might have another drink though, either a club soda or maybe a tea. I don't know what I want. I do need a beverage though. So Sydney's gonna have a pouch. It's been a long time since I've bought pouches of yogurts. And which one? This one's more of a fall flavor. I think this one's sweet potato cinnamon. No, yeah, apple cinnamon sweet potato. I don't know, random yogurt flavor, but she loves them.
Mama.
Hold it good, honey. I don't know why she does that with her pouches now. She holds them like that. Tonight for dinner, we are having some butternut squash mac and cheese. I thought that it sounded really good. I have chicken thought, but I just am not in the mood to make like a chicken dinner. I wanted some comfort foods because, you know, whatever, good meal to have when you're not feeling the hottest. Sydney's gonna have her snack, and then I will share with you the dinner recipe. She chugged that in like 5 seconds. I really wish you guys could smell this house right now. It smells so good. This is like my fall scent. Like, bottle it in a candle, bottle it, put it in a candle, and this is my scent. It smells like sweet cinnamon, but like baked goods and warm, comfy, cozy. Yum, I can't wait to have that after dinner. So yeah, I'm gonna make some butternut squash mac and cheese. I'm sure most of you have heard of this or made it yourself. I've been making it for years, like 5 years at this point, but I don't know if I've shared it on YouTube or not. Maybe one time, I don't really remember, but I love it in the fall. You know, sneak some veggies in there whenever you can. Not that I have to sneak veggies with City, but you know what I mean. It just adds like a nice, like a little bit of sweetness and a little bit more lightness, I guess, if that makes any sense. So I am going to show you what I do for this really easy dinner recipe. And yeah, let's get started.
The first part of the recipe is cooking the butternut squash. So I have my oven set to 400 degrees, and then I cut it in the butternut squash in half lengthwise and scooped out all of the seeds. And then I popped it into the oven, and it took about 50 minutes, so anywhere between 50 to 60 minutes until the butternut squash is soft. And I like to poke mine with a knife to see, you know, how tender it is to make sure it is all done.
So I don't know why I do this to myself. Every single time I go to make homemade mac and cheese, I forget the noodles. So this is what I'm working with. I have the tiniest amount of shells, the tiniest amount of protein rotini. Honey, that's really hot, please don't. And then a little bit of whole wheat penne. So I'm pretty sure I don't even have enough to make an entire thing of pasta.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me, wrapped up nice and neat, baby.
And then you can scoop the flesh right into, oh, that sounds bad, scoop the butternut squash into your saucepan. I ended up using not the whole butternut squash only because, you know, my pasta situation. So I used my hand masher and just mashed it as best I can. You can also put this in a blender to make it more smooth and creamy. And I also put 2 tablespoons of butter in with the butternut squash, and I seasoned it with some salt and pepper as always. And then I added about 1.5 cups of whole milk, and I eyeballed the cheese, but we like cheese in my family, so I did a mix of sharp cheddar and then a mac and cheese blend. I probably used about 2 to 3 cups worth of cheese. Please, no judgment. We're making mac and cheese here. And then I seasoned it also with some onion salt because I didn't have any onion powder, and I also used some garlic powder. I think this just adds a little bit of something extra and, you know, boosts up the flavors a little bit.
So in my opinion, what makes this dish extra like delicious is adding the garlic powder and onion powder. I didn't have onion powder, I just used onion salt. I like to add onion to my mac and cheese, but when I'm lazy, I just do the powder. And if you have a really picky eater with textures, blend this up in a blender or use an immersion blender because the butternut squash can obviously add a little bit of texture when you're just kind of mashing it, but Sydney and I won't care.
Then all you do next is mix the pasta and the sauce together and you have your mac and cheese. It is so easy. I top it with some fresh shredded cheese and Sydney gobbled this right up. It's very filling, but also makes me feel good knowing that I had mac and cheese with, a little bit of vegetables in there.
The butternut squash is in the cheese. It's all in there, kiddo. The butternut squash is in there. Mmm. I know you want it. I know you don't understand, but it's in there. It's on the pasta. Your 4 types of pasta. Oh, mommy. Because I'm using 4 different types of pasta, I can definitely tell you that the best pasta to use is like shells or cavatappi. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't care, but that's one of the best types to use in my opinion. Extra cheese. Again, because I mashed it by hand, you can definitely tell there's butternut squash in there, like texture-wise. So if you have picky eaters or if you just want like a nice smooth cream sauce, then yeah, definitely put it in a blender. I was just lazy. God bless you. God bless you. I was just lazy and mashed it by hand, but doesn't bother us at all. Okay, I'm crazy stuffed full, but I mentioned pumpkin bread or pumpkin dessert to Sydney, and of course she's like, I want it. So I've been making her eat a couple more bites of dinner, but of course I made the mistake of mentioning it before she was done. She ate a decent amount. She ate good all day actually, so I can't complain. You want a treat?
I'll treat Mama.
Okay, how about we do one more bite of pasta? One more good bite. Good job.
So for the glaze, it's so easy, you guys. You just do some powdered sugar, a little bit of milk, vanilla extract, and then seasoned it with some pumpkin pie spice and mix that all together until you get kind of like a runny glaze consistency, if that makes any sense. So probably about a teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, and tablespoon of milk or so. Just eyeball it, honestly. It's just sugar. And I drizzled that all over the pumpkin bread. Honestly, make extra. It needed extra. I'll show you when I taste it.
It probably would have been even better like just a few minutes out of the oven, but warm it up. Let's see. Sydney? Is it good? Even though I'm really full. That's weird. Like, it's interesting. It's definitely biscuits. Like, cause I eat those honey butter biscuits all the time. I know what they taste like. So it's definitely biscuit, but I gotta eat another piece. Maybe with frosting.
I trust it too. Mommy, I like it with frosting. I like it with frosting too.
Okay. Oh, yeah, with the frosting. You need more frosting.
I need more frosting. I want frosting.
Hands down, with the frosting, it's way better. It's an interesting dessert. Something easy. I made pumpkin cinnamon rolls last year, and I want to make those again because those were really, really good. I definitely think that the pumpkin cinnamon rolls are better than this pull-apart bread, but it's not bad. It's good. Like, it's good.
And then the last thing Sydney was having was her cup of whole milk at the end of the evening.
Time to clean up this house. You guys, on that note, I am absolutely stuffed. It is 6:30 at night. Excuse me, I really don't think I'll be eating any more tonight. If I do, I will update you. But I do plan on having... It's leaking? That cover. All your other ones are dirty. I do plan on having a Pumpkinhead beer when I am editing and Sydney goes to bed. And yeah, that's gonna do it, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Try out butternut squash mac and cheese. Ooh. Anyway, and let me know if you try the pull apart bread as well. I'll talk to you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.